You know, if you work with wood, you understand just how important a solid structure is. But what if that same structure was being eaten away from the inside out, and you couldn't even see it happening? Well, today we're going to talk about how you can get permanent protection from the tiny pests that cause all that damage. Yeah, it's a scary thought, right? What's silently damaging your wood? Because let's be honest, the most dangerous threats are the ones you don't see coming. Deep inside those beautiful wooden beams or that antique chair, a tiny demolition crew could be hard at work right now. And who are these little vandals? We're talking about wood-boring insects, things like the common furniture beetle. It's actually their larvae that do the real damage. They don't just take a few bites, they chew through the wood, creating these complex mazes of tunnels. They basically turn a solid piece of lumber into something that's, well, hollow and weak. And they do it all without making a sound, putting your investment and even your safety at risk. Okay, so a silent threat like that, it needs a seriously powerful answer. And the good news is, there is one. You can actually stop these pests in their tracks before they even start. Or you can wipe out an infestation that's already taken hold. You just need a professional-grade defense. And that's where Lignofix I-Profi comes in. Now, this is not just some quick temporary spray. We're talking about a definitive solution. It's designed to do two things. First, what's called curative treatment, which means it kills the bugs that are already there. And second, it provides long-term preventative protection for any wood, new or old. And, you know, this stuff comes from a company you can trust. It's made by Stachema. They're experts from the Czech Republic who've been in the construction chemistry game since way back in 1991. So yeah, they know what they're doing. They've built a solid reputation on making products that are not just effective, but also meet some really tough standards for safety and quality. All right, so why does it work so well? What's the secret sauce? Let's dive into the science just a little bit, because it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so at its core, Lignofix I-Pro is a concentrated insecticide that you mix with water. Simple enough. But here's the key. It takes a total, no-compromise approach. It goes after the insects at every single stage of their development. We're talking eggs, larvae, and the adult beetles. It gets them all. And that complete life cycle attack is what makes it so incredibly effective. You can really think of its power as standing on four main pillars. Number one, its effectiveness is just unbeatable. Number two, the protection is super long-lasting. We'll get to that. Number three, it was designed from the ground up with user safety in mind. And finally, number four, because it's a concentrate, it's just smart, economically speaking. Now here's the really clever part. This stuff isn't just a straight-up poison, it's smarter than that. It's what you'd call a development regulator. It actually gets in and blocks biological processes that are totally unique to insects, like the process they use to build their hard outer shell, their exoskeleton. So what does that mean? It means they can't grow up, they can't mature, and, this is huge, they can't build up a resistance to it over time. And get this isn't something you have to do over and over again every year. No way. For any wood that's indoors, think about the beams in your roof or your floor joists. One single treatment is designed to last for the entire life of the building. That's right, we are literally talking about decades of protection and peace of mind from one application. Of course, with something this powerful, you're probably wondering, is it safe? And that's a great question. The answer is yes, because the active ingredients are so precisely targeted, they're designed to mess with those insect-only processes, like building an exoskeleton, which, well, we humans and our pets just don't do. So as long as you use it the way you're supposed to, it's a super powerful weapon against pests that's safe to have in your home. Okay, the science is definitely impressive, but what about the real world? How do you actually use this stuff? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of how and where you apply Lignofix I-Profi. First things first, it comes as a concentrate. This is awesome because it saves space and saves you money. All you have to do is dilute it. The ratio is super simple. 1 part concentrate to 4 parts water, or you can use ethanol if you need to. It's really that straightforward. And believe me, a little bit of this concentrate goes a long way. Just 1 kilogram of the stuff, once you dilute it, can cover up to 50 square meters of wood. That is a huge area. It really shows you how economical it is, whether you're working on a massive construction job or just a small project at home. It's also super flexible in how you can apply it. You can brush it on if you need to be precise, you can roll it, or you can spray it to cover big areas quickly. You can even dip smaller wood pieces right into the solution. And for really bad infestations, you can actually inject it deep into the wood to get right to the source of the problem. Basically, whatever your project needs, there's a way to apply it. So, where can you use it? Just about anywhere there's wood. It's perfect for those super important structural beams in a house. You can use it on wooden houses and facades, floors, even that piece of antique furniture you want to save. And it's great for treating new wood before you even build with it, giving it protection from day one. It works just as well on old, infested wood as it does on brand new lumber. So let's pull all this together. What's the real bottom line advantage of going with a pro-grade solution like this? Well, first, let's be clear. Lignofix I-Profi is a powerful, professional-grade formula. It's a serious product and it needs to be treated with respect. You'll see the standard safety symbols on the label because it's classified as corrosive and it's toxic to aquatic life. So this is really important. You always need to use the right protective gear. I'm talking gloves, goggles, the works, and make sure you read and follow the safety instructions to the letter. That's how you ensure it's both safe and effective. But ultimately, the biggest advantage comes down to one thing: longevity. The promise that it's going to last. I mean, the source material says it right there. And I'm quoting, "For interior use, the preparation remains effective for the entire service life of the building." Think about that. This isn't just a treatment, it's a permanent shield for your wood. So as we wrap this up, just think for a second about your own projects, your home, that family heirloom, the new deck you're building. When you think about it, investing in a one-time permanent defense against that kind of silent destruction, it's more than just a smart choice, isn't it? It's about peace of mind. So let me ask you, isn't your investment worth protecting for good?